Every seam tells a story, but panels, they shape that story. Look closely at any beautifully fitted garment and you will most likely see panels everywhere. From princess lines to corset seams to side sections and even yokes. Panels are how designers sculpt fabrics into unique form. And today we'll be looking at one of the most powerful yet overlooked technique in pattern cutting, which is the panel. Because once you understand panels and how they work, you'll never look at a garment the same way again. Earlier in this series, we talked about style lines and how they guide the eye and define shape on paper. Panels take that one step further because once you cut along a style line and make it a seam, you're no longer designing just the paper, you're sculpting your fabric into 3 dimensions. Style lines draw the idea, panels bring it to life. And what are panels exactly? A panel is simply a section of a pattern created when you split that pattern along a seam. But what makes panel powerful is the control it gives you. Panels determine how the garment fits, how the fabric behaves, and how the design communicates style. And you can use them to improve contouring in your design. You can use them to add or remove volume, and you can combine different fabrics or create a balance or even deliberate imbalance if that's what you want using panels. In high-end fashion, panel designs is a precision tool. It's how luxury garments are made to achieve sculptural fit and elegance. So guys, when you convert that into panels, you are redistributing shape across your garment, and instead of one sharp dart point, the shaping is able to flow through an entire seam. That's what creates smooth curved surfaces that mold beautifully to the body. Take princess seams for example. They are simply darts extended into continuous curves. That's why they fit so cleanly across the bust, the waist, and the hip. See the difference here. The moment you divide the pattern, you've turned your flat fabric or paper into a perfectly formed sculpture. So panels don't just shape fit, they also define the style. A curved panel feels soft and romantic. A sharp angular panel feels strong and architectural. And strategic paneling can lengthen the figure, accentuate your shape, or even create bold silhouettes. And because each panel is its own canvas, you can try a lot of experiments with it, especially with contrasting colors or textures, like pairing matte with shiny fabrics, for example, a solid with a print, or a bold color blocking design. When you use panels intentionally, you stop designing around the body and start designing with the body in view. And here is where artistry meets pattern engineering. Each panel can have its own grain line, and that technically will affect how the garment moves. Cut side panels on the bias for flexibility, while keeping center panels on straight grain for structure. That's how couture designers create garments that are sculpted yet fluid. So one part sculpted, one part fluid, all because they created panels. So understanding panel flow and grain direction is what separates a good pattern maker from a great one. Panels are where creativity meets engineering, like I said before. They let you sculpt, balance, and express design intent through structure. And once you start dividing patterns intentionally, you stop following or copying designs and start creating your very own. So if you would like to explore panel design yourself, start with your basic blocks, because those are the foundations you'll further divide later as you manipulate your patterns. Download my free pattern drafting essentials checklist. It will make sure your base patterns are accurate and ready for experimentation. Tap the link below in the description box to download it. And when you are ready to go further, join my introductory pattern drafting course where I'll guide you step by step through creating your own custom blocks from scratch so you can achieve a perfect fit right from the beginning, because that's where true precision and creative freedom begins. Hit the link up above your screen to learn more about it. Remember, guys, panels aren't just there to shape your garments, they also reflect who you are as a designer. Hit the subscribe button and like button below, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.